and E is always going to be in the middle.
Yeah.
Right? So we don't have a lot of choices. Let's try filling them all in. So 有可能前面后面没有。
Yeah.
有可能前面有。
后面
有可能后面有。I'll use this one here.
Yeah.
有可能都有。
Yeah.
Any other possibilities? That's it, right? Okay, so 哪一个是母音，哪一个是子音？ Where is the E a 母音 and where is the E a vowel? Where is the E a consonant? E 还是 Y? 还是 E, right? E 还是 Y? E 还是 Y? Y, right? That's a consonant. That's a 子音的音。Yeah. Well, that's easy. So, it doesn't matter if there's something before it. All that matters is if there's nothing after the E, then it's a vowel. That's a muing. If there's something after E, then it's a consonant. It's an E. Right? Now, this is a start. We can get an idea of what the different choices are. Is this all true? Is this perfect? What about this one? Is this a Y or an E?
E.
It's an E, right? Bing. What about this one? Hang on. There we go. Okay. So there's a Y.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we make our rule a little bit better? 它是母音的音还是子音？这个 A 是母音还是子音？它是母音。它有没有母音的音？它有没有？ So, if there's a vowel sound after the E, then it's a Y. If there's no vowel sound, then it's an E. Okay? Can you think of any word where that doesn't work? You see, language is science, right? It's not just guessing, it's not memorizing, it's science. So you can ask a question and have a test and learn from the results. So our question is, what are the rules for E? 五跟日是一样, right? So if we try it in these different places, this gives us most of the answer, but it's not the whole thing. So we try a little bit more. And now we have a full rule. We can understand how it works. What about the S? Dogs, docks. Are there any other patterns there? Because all of our sounds basically have these two choices. If we talk about our vowels, 长母音 A 有两个音. Like in Chinese, Chinese works the same way, right? If we have our C and G, we only have two sounds. 有音的 K, 有人的 S. And for that one, the rule is very simple. It depends on the vowel afterwards. For S, 有声有声，无声无声，还有吗？ What about a word that ends with an S sound? Dose. Yes. Doses. Right. So if it's the same sound, then we need to add a vowel, right? And if we add a vowel, 母音是有声还是无声？母音都是有声。So we add a vowel, so this is also z, right? Okay. Only if it's an S. Okay, if it's a Z sound, so 有声还是无声的音都有。If this is a verb, doze, like some of you like to doze in class, then dozes 还有什么？ Cages, okay. Again, 有声无声都一样。Catches. 还有吗？
Touch.
Which one?
Touch.
Oh, with the t. Well, the beginning part won't make a difference, right? Touch 也有ch的音。What if it's... Okay, let's try cash. Cash as a noun is uncountable, but we have a verb, so we can have es. Caches. How do you remember all of these sounds? It's really, really easy. Oops, gotta open this first. Those sounds all go together. They're all made in the same part of your mouth. If you have a j or a ch or a sh or a zh even, if you have a z or a ts or a z or a s, all of those 加 s 的时候加音节 is. Okay? So the 字符号 can do a lot for your English if you know how to use it, okay? If you understand it. So, there is more we can do with this. There's actually a fair bit we can talk about with how you make your sounds. Like, s is actually two sounds, right? T and s. You put them together, you get s. But why is it one character? So there's a lot of questions you can ask, and if you learn more about your language, then you'll find it easier to learn English, to learn how English works, okay? But I don't want to just do this. If you can come up with any other questions, then maybe you guys can ask some questions for a bit, and we can see where we go. So, you can ask any questions you like. If it's about English or learning, that's better. But if you can't think of anything like that, then you can ask anything you want. Okay? So, who wants to ask first? Because if you don't ask me any questions, I'm just going to keep doing this because I love this stuff. This is really fun. Anybody? Oh, come on. Okay. Question for you. How does understanding the Chinese vowels help you with English vowels? When you said A, you said it right, but how does understanding that make your English better? Because there's a very strong relationship between Chinese long vowels and English long vowels. Because when we say long vowel, 长母音，不是英文跟中文跟德文不一样。If it's a long vowel, we call it that because of how the vowel works, not because of the language. So what is a long vowel? 长母音是什么？ Yeah. If we look at your vowels in Chinese, I can never remember the order. I know them all, but the order for these isn't as important. So, you have three groups of vowels, right? These are half vowels. Sometimes they're vowels, sometimes they're consonants. 有时候是母音，有时候是字音 ，right？ 短母音、长母音。好，长母音是什么意思 ？Yeah, I, A, O, O. 所以长的有什么意思？ Right? Okay. If Chinese works this way, a long vowel is two sounds, then when we spell in English, do you think there's a good chance that our long vowel sounds have two vowels? Right? So, one vowel, so it's short, right? Two vowels, fade, right? So it's long, right? If the vowels are together or a bit separate, it still works. So Duanda, bag, Changda, Changda's Naiga. That's another question because we have a lot of our sounds that we can spell more than one way. But usually, if we have two vowels together, it's the first one that tells us the sound. The second vowel just makes it longer, right? Okay? Bid? Changda I, right? And you notice Changda A 有什么音 A. Changda E 有什么音 Changda I 有什么音 So the long vowel has the same sound as the vowel's name, right? It's one of those little things that they usually don't tell you. So Duanda O, odd. Changda O, old, right? Now if you can say all 8 of these words differently, then your vowels in English are already pretty good. Okay? So that's a great start. But if you can understand why they work that way, that's even better. There are a lot of patterns in how our spelling works with our sounds. Now, some of the sounds in English changed. There was a vowel shift a few hundred years ago, and that's when a lot of our spelling stopped making sense. But even today, we have still good patterns. Like I said with this one, If the E is first, probably it's an E sound. If the A is first, it's probably an A sound. Not always. We have some words where we need to understand a different pattern, like A and I. Alright? This is often A, as in fate.